Okay, so let's talk about what's happening in the pharmaceutical industry right now. Because it's not just business as usual, it's a full blown digital arms race, and it is completely rewriting the rules of success. Honestly, the stakes have never been higher. Let's get into it. For decades, Big Pharma built this massive empire on what seemed like totally unshakable foundations. But right now, those foundations are starting to crack. And this isn't just some new buzzword. We're talking about a seismic shift that could actually topple some of the old guard.
And that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are we watching the end of the golden age of Big Pharma? All those old rules that basically guaranteed success for years and years, well, they're suddenly up in the air.
I mean, the pivot here is just dramatic. Think about how the game used to be won. Massive R&D budgets, huge factories, and knowing the ins and outs of regulation. And yeah, that stuff still matters, of course, but it's not the whole story anymore, not even close. Today, winning is all about mastering data, using AI, and connecting directly with patients in the digital world. So what you have is a whole new rulebook. The competition isn't just the other big names anymore. Now, pharma companies are going head-to-head with these super agile tech firms, digital health startups, you name it. Everyone's armed with data, and it changes everything. So, the big question is, how do you win in this brand new environment? Well, it all boils down to mastering seven, count 'em, seven, critical digital challenges. The companies that can really nail these are going to be the ones leading the pack. And here it is, the new playbook. It's about using digital tools for real innovation, to find new breakthroughs. It's about slashing the time it takes to get a drug from the lab to the patient. It's about creating pricing models where you get paid for how well a drug works, not just for selling pills. And it's about teaming up, sometimes with companies you used to see as rivals. Plus, you've got to totally rethink how you protect your ideas in a digital world. And finally, use digital channels to make sure patients can actually get the treatments they need. So let's dig into what that actually looks like.
To make this real, let's just zoom in on that very first challenge, mastering digital innovation. This isn't just about coming up with a few cool apps, no. This is about building a powerful, systematic engine inside the company that just cranks out competitive advantages.
And as you can imagine, it requires some serious investment. We're talking a budget of around $4 to $5 million for an initiative like this. And check out where the money goes. It's not all about the tech, though that's a big chunk at 35%. The biggest piece, 45%, goes to people, getting the right strategists, tech experts, and analysts in the room, plus bringing in outside consultants to help guide the way. Now, this kind of change doesn't happen overnight. It follows a really clear, methodical plan. Phase 1, the first 6 months, is all about strategy, just getting the foundation right. Then you move into a longer phase, about a year, of actually building the platforms and running small pilot projects to see what works. And finally, you take the winners and you scale them across the whole organization. So why go through all that effort and expense? Well, how does a 580% return on investment sound? That's the payoff. It comes from innovating faster, outmaneuvering the competition, and even creating brand new ways to make money. The stakes are incredibly high, but wow, so are the rewards. Okay, so that was just one of the 7 challenges. Let's zoom back out because when companies really go all in on this full digital transformation, the overall payoff is just staggering. We're talking results in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Let's talk about AI for a second. It's really one of the main engines driving this whole revolution. And the data shows that companies that put a real comprehensive AI strategy in place are seeing an average return on their investment of 450%. And here's how that actually happens. AI isn't some abstract thing. It delivers real, measurable gains. I mean, think about this. A 40% reduction in the crazy high cost of clinical trials, and a 60% improvement in the quality of submissions you send to regulators. It's about being faster, cheaper, and better, all at the same time. So let's just look at the whole shebang. To tackle all 7 of these digital challenges, you're looking at a total investment of maybe $25 to $30 million over a couple of years. And the result? A stunning 445% average return on that money. I mean, that is an absolutely compelling business case for a complete digital overhaul. So what this all points to is a brand new formula for what it means to be a leader in this industry. And it looks nothing, absolutely nothing, like what worked for the past 50 years. The future isn't about choosing digital or pharma. It's about the deep integration of both.
The winners are going to be the ones who can brilliantly blend their deep scientific knowledge with these new cutting-edge digital skills.
So, there you have it. The new path to the top is this fusion. It's combining that irreplaceable scientific and regulatory know-how with a whole new kind of digital agility, speed, and intelligence. That right there is the new competitive advantage.
And all of this leaves us with one final, crucial question. In this new landscape, where technology is rewriting all the rules, who's going to be the disruptor? And which of today's giants will get disrupted? That is the multi-billion-dollar question that everyone in the industry is racing to answer. Thanks for joining me.